franchise always prides itself in winning and making the playoffs, and that's got to be the goal. No matter who goes out there, no matter who makes the team, you know, we're going to play the right way. Coach Carlisle is going to make us a unit on both ends of the floor. And, we got some figuring out to do. Obviously, we got 2 guys or a couple guys that are a little banged up or a couple weeks away from the action. But whoever goes out there needs to know the system on defense. And offensively, I think we'll be fine. I always said that. I think we got some nice weapons. We got some shooting in. We got some playmaking. We got to be better defensively, and we got to get back. That's the name of the game these days. A lot of athletic teams. So we got to get back and kind of build our defense out and you know, contest some of those good 3-point shooting teams, and then I think we have a shot at making the playoffs.
What did you make of the decision by DWill during the summer, how this team's summer went in terms of free agent acquisitions, but that specifically?
Well, we all have changed our minds before, so I don't think him changing the decision was that big of a deal. I think how he was handled after was the big deal to us. You know, how we didn't communicate to Mark anymore and just kind of shut us out, didn't give us a chance anymore, and so that was really disappointing. You know, we obviously thought we had him. We're going to build a franchise for the next couple of years around him. But hey, life throws a lot of things at you, and it's the same in business. And I think we're recovered fine from it. We got some guys at a 5 that bring different things. I think JaVale is an unbelievable athlete, as we know. Zaza's been around for a long time. Sammy had a decent year when he was here. So I think we got some players here that all kind of bring some different things, and we'll get it done by committee.
Dirk, you've normally been a guy who's good at silencing critics. I know you've done that in the NBA Finals a couple years ago when LeBron and Dwayne was making, you know, marking you in a press conference. Of course, we saw how that turned out, the finals turned out. Given the DeAndre Jordan situation, do you have a game circle on your calendar?
I mean, I guess it's a big deal for our fan base and for our franchise, but not really. I mean, I'm looking to start the season off right, and we obviously played them pretty quick in the season. But Phoenix is a very good team, especially at home. They got our boy Tyson from us, so really the start of the season is going to be big. Well, we tried to get DWill in free agency a few years ago, just because he's a heck of a playmaker. When he's healthy, he can score in multiple ways. He can drive, he can shoot, he can post some as a big guard, and we're going to utilize all his weapons. I think he wanted or needed or was looking forward for a fresh start. And I think he still wants to prove a lot of critics as well wrong, and he looks good as I've heard this summer, and he's ready to go.
It's kind of uncommon in the NBA to see a player stay with the team as long as you have. How much do you credit that to your personal loyalty to the Mavericks, and how much do you credit the Mavericks' loyalty to you?
Well, it's a little bit of both. I think it's no secret that Mark has been incredible to me, supported me from day one when he bought the team, and just always stuck to my side. Even there were some off-the-court issues, as we all know, over the years, where he was always there trying to help me out, and I never forgot that. So I'm glad it worked out that way, and never wanted to leave. And this is, it looks like this is where I'm going to retire.
You said you bounced back pretty quickly with some of the moves after the Jordan decision. Will that not be a cloud at all, do you think? Is it enough time passed for it not to be, or is there the potential that will just kind of linger as kind of a malaise?
I don't see it. Like I said, it's a player that we didn't get. We went for DWill. I think we were in for LeBron in 2010. He didn't come. So I mean, it's every summer there's a player that was close or had us on the radar. We went for Dwight, went for Melo the year before that. So I mean, it's just you go for players, you don't get them, it doesn't work out, and you move on as a franchise with the players you do get and are willing to play here and represent the city, and everybody that's here, I think, is willing to do that. And just work our way together. You know, we got a lot of new guys again. We got a busy camp in front of us where we got to get on the same page on both ends of the floor. And it's always harder with a new point guard, you know. But DWill is a smart guy, and he'll figure all his players out pretty quick, I hope.
You talked about getting your minutes down to maybe 26 a game. How much do you feel like you can handle of a load this season?
You know, I don't really have a number in my head. That's up to the coaches. I'm gonna get ready however it's gonna be, however it's gonna play out. I'm sure there are some games where you go a little higher. I'm not sure what we're doing on back-to-backs here and there, but I'm sure there's going to be a little rest built in there. We just have to wait and see how the season goes. I think last year I felt really good in the month of November when I started off. I was feeling good, I was moving well, and then kind of fell in a hole from December till March. So I'm hoping to avoid that hole this year and hopefully still play effective minutes when I'm out there.
Does it help you more managing the minutes in each particular game or getting the games off? How has that affected you in the past?
Well, you know, last year was kind of the first time we really started taking some back-to-backs off. But then there was a stretch last year where I think I played 4 games in 5 nights, closer towards the end. So, you know, like I said, well, we'll just play by ear. There's not something or games that I have circled that I'm taking off now. It's just we go through the season, and I'll talk to coach and the training staff and see how we feel from week to week. But, you know, that's not really something that I look forward to is reducing my minutes or taking games off. That's not something I've done my entire career, and I won't do much either.
You mentioned that this is the franchise from which you will retire. Have you thought about that?
I'm sorry?
This is the franchise you said you will retire from. Have you thought about that?
Well, you know, it obviously gets closer, but it's not like I'm thinking of the beach every day. You know, I want to play 2 more years under contract here, hopefully at a high level, compete. Like I said, be efficient when I'm out there, and then retirement obviously comes soon enough. But as of now, I still think I can play at a high level. I'm going to work my butt off here these 4 weeks to get in the best shape I can get, and then leave it all out there again. Yeah, I mean, I think everybody knows that I was a critic of 4 and 5. I think it hurt our game a little bit. Because no player in the world can play 4 times in 5 nights the best basketball. It's just not possible. And you see some blowouts on nights where teams are coming in here on the fourth game in 5 nights, and we'll just blow them out the gym. I don't think it's good for our sport, and I think we're heading in the right direction where we spread out the season a little less back-to-backs. And yeah, I think it's for everybody's benefit, and then also making the All-Star break count actually for everybody. Not what the All-Stars have complained about a little bit in the last couple of years is everybody else gets a week off, and the All-Stars don't even have 1 day, maybe 2. So you know that everybody gets a few days away, and then you come refreshed and finish the season strong. If you know me a little bit, I'm not going to do what some of these athletes do and announce it a year before and then have a farewell tour. That's the worst thing that I can think about. Talk about it every day, and so when I'm gone, I'm gone. That's how it's going to go.
You don't want a farewell tour?
No, thanks.
How do you feel physically, and how does that compare to how you would expect to feel going into season 18?
Well, you know, I started obviously playing this summer a lot earlier than I would have. I started working out with the ball early in July, which I usually probably wouldn't have done until August. But because of the Euros, everything was pushed forward a little bit. Physically felt fine there playing, but 5 games in 6 days, I don't think I had the impact that I wanted to have. So we didn't make it out of the first round with Germany, which was very disappointing. But felt fine moving, felt fine running. And so, yeah, like I said, I'm going to push it here these 4 weeks. And, after Euros, I took a little time off now these 2 weeks. So I think I'm going to slowly build it up from week to week. And then obviously play a couple games there at the end and be ready for the first game.
Dirk, is it concerning to you at all the lack of chemistry or synergy you guys will have headed into the first game this season?
The synergy. No, I mean, there's always new guys on every year. That's just that's our business. There's 1-year deals, there's free agency. There's rookies coming in every year. Some year you have a couple more free agents, some year you have less. But, if you've been around, and Coach Carl has been around a long time, and you kind of know how to build up your training camp from day one, from the first week where, you're a little slower and you start from scratch, and then, you just ramp it up from week to week and, put more plays in as you go, put more defensive calls in as you go, and I don't think there should be a problem. I think 4 weeks is a long time to work with each other, and but then we're obviously not going to play our best basketball end of October. That's not the goal. There's going to be some ups and downs this season, like as there always is, and hopefully we get better from month to month.
Last question, guys. Because of the key losses to the veterans in the offseason, coupled with the DeAndre Jordan fiasco, what this team has, do you see this as a bigger challenge of making the postseason this year than last year?
I don't know. I mean, it's a challenge every year to make the playoffs in the West. I mean, the Western Conference is extremely strong. A lot of teams battling, and a loss here and there can be tough down the stretch. So yeah, it's a challenge every night. If you look at it, really, a couple more wins could have gotten you a 6 or 5 seed. That's how the West is and always has been. It's just that's how close everything's together, and we're going to be right in the mix, and we're gonna fight.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.